Today we're going to talk about your message to your client. This has nothing to do with my business. This is all just for you. So the first thing we need to understand about Story Brand is the idea of what your brain is about. Every human brain is only about survival. That's its function, to make you survive. It does that by conserving calories. My brain apparently conserves a lot of them. But here's the thing. If your brain needs the calories in order to make those life or death decisions, it also needs it when it hears your name or something about you. And that's what triggers your clients to listen to what you're saying, is when you're talking about them, not about your product, about them and what their problems are. Because their problem could be a life and death situation. So that's that part. The clarity of your message is more compelling. So your message needs to be more compelling than the daydream that your brain can come up with, or that your client's brain can come up with. It's about your brain needs to trigger on something in order to actually listen to what you're having to say. One of the ways that that's done has been laid out in front of us ever since the moving pictures. Moving pictures, they know how to get your attention. They know everything about the brain and how it works, and that's how they write award-winning scripts. So every movie has a specific formula. Has a character that has a problem, then it meets the guide who gives them a plan and calls them to action and helps them to avoid failure and ends in success. So as an example of that, how many people have not seen The Terminator? Good. All right, so Sarah Connor, she is the hero. She's the character. And she comes to you as a person with a problem and is being hunted down by a futuristic cyborg who just wants to kill her. And once he kills her, it'll also wipe out humanity. The guide is Kyle Reese. He's the guy that comes back from the future because he knows about the cyborg. He's the one that's going to help her come up with a plan for every action that the cyborg has. He's got a way to combat that. And that is whether it's collecting weapons or hiding or whatever it is. So that is him. And Kyle, I mean, that's what he comes up with for the plan. So now it gives them a plan. So that plan is that evade, get weapons, and ultimately destroy the Terminator's power source, because that's the only thing that's going to stop it. So then there's the call to action. Call to action for Sarah is to trust Kyle. Now, she does trust him quite well by the end of the movie. So she must commit to his plan and work together with him in order to survive and overcome the Terminator. Avoiding failure, the consequences of not taking the action. And by the way, the main character, the heroes, are typically not courageous people. They're not typically people that make good decisions. They're people that have to be motivated. They're people that, come on, we gotta go. If we don't go, you're gonna die. So they're not really the most motivated people, and the guide needs to motivate that action. Your product, your service, that's the guide. Success, of course, is that they end up killing the Terminator. So now I'm going to read to you a pitch using that Story Brand. In this example, it's going to be a boarding place for pets. So most people hate leaving their pet at a kennel when they travel. They feel guilty as they picture the lovable pet's eyes watching and waiting behind bars of a cage until they return. That's why at your pet's paradise, we play with your pet for at least 6 hours a day, so they're constantly preoccupied and happy while you travel. They go to bed each night exhausted, dreaming of all the fun they had that day. And when you leave your pet with us, you know that your pet is safe and happy, and you can feel great like the terrific pet owner you are. To hire us, simply call and schedule a visit. When you're here, you'll tour our immaculate facility, and you'll see plenty of activity when you visit the 4 indoor pet playgrounds. Once you're satisfied that there's no other place like your pet's paradise, We can look into the critter calendar and ensure there's room for your best friend to stay with us. Review any conditions or diets needed and confirm the booking. Leaving your precious pets at a lesser facility will only perpetuate your stress and prevent you from truly unwinding on that much-needed holiday. Don't wait till the end of summer. Call us today because we want to play with your pet while you take full advantage of a great guilt-free holiday. So there's a story brand pitch. It's a little wordy because I'm a very verbose kind of person, but it could be pared down a lot. Let's just analyze the components for a second here. So we have the character. In the opening statement, we said most people hate leaving their pets at a kennel when they travel. So this is now identified the target audience. Pet owners who travel, do not take their pets with them, do not have someone at home to look after them, or at least anybody they trust. And these people typically have a disposable income because they are traveling and they have enough to feed a pet. The second is the problem. Well, the problem is they don't want to leave their pet behind. They feel guilty. Their loved one is going to be sitting in a cage, all like not great, not happy the whole time that they're gone away. So then the guide is introduced. That is Your Pet's Paradise. And they come in and they say, you know, we're going to love your pet. We're going to play with your pet. Your pet is going to be happy the whole time you're gone. So don't worry, we got you covered, right? And then you're creating a visual picture of failure when you tell them, if you leave it at some other facility, they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be loved. That gives you right to the end where success is to call us. But you're also giving them a plan. So call us. You can view this facility. You can check out the playgrounds that are there. You'll be able to understand what our facility is, and we can get you booked right away. And it's not too late. We still have time this summer for you to have your holiday. So that is story brand messaging. I really recommend that people take a look at it. I mean, you can type in story brand. Donald Miller is the creator of story brand. It's really powerful stuff, and it really helps you to hone your message so that people hear what it is that you're saying. Because if they don't hear it, if they tune out, you're wasting your time and your breath. And that's what I got for you.